this base, man. He's like, we got a tree collector here, guys. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe, and today we have something very special for you. So the last couple of weeks, you know that we've been doing a free-to-play series with Town Hall 7. I'm almost maxed out. We're working on cannons now, but that's not what we're going to talk about today. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been getting comments about trophy pushing up into Titans League, and so I kind of started doing a little bit of trophy pushing, and I got up into Crystal League, but I wanted to get a little bit more expert advice, and so I came over here to Savage 7. So you guys know who Savage 7 is. They're probably the most famous Town Hall 7 pushing clan in the game right now in Clash of Clans. They've been that way for years, and I mean, I envy this clan. These guys are true experts, and as we look at the group here, we've got Jeff Town Hall 7, a Legend League player. This is legit. He is actually a Town Hall 7 up in Legends League with 5,005 trophies. I mean, it's incredible, man. Just absolutely incredible. I got to show this base off and show you that it is real. This is the thing, man. This is so cool. So, I mean, I don't know if you can tell my excitement, because this clan is what a lot of players that are Town Hall 7 envy to do. And so we're going to get into some of the replays. I'm going to show off some of the stuff that they're posting over here in the chat for me, because they're showing me how it's done, man. It's a lot of work. But first, we got question of the day, guys. So question of the day today is from I'm Swag, and I'm not going to say the final part of his name, but question of the day: are you going to build the 5th builder? And yeah, man, so this is a free-to-play series. I have 4 builders. Of course I'm going to get the 5th builder, but we got to get the gems. We only got 1,535 gems, and we are saving our gems up. We're getting them from our achievements. We're getting them from the season pass. We're getting them from clan games, and slowly but surely we are going to get the 5th builder before we go to Town Hall 8. But first, I'd like to do a little bit of pushing, see how high I can get, try to max out my Town Hall 7, and then we're going to go to Town Hall 8. But from here, let's get into some of those replays, guys. So as I get into the chat, we got a couple of replays being posted for us. This is Emmett that's over here in Titan 3. He's up in Titan 3 as a Town Hall 7. And as you look at his army, you're going to notice that he does have max level troops for Town Hall 7. Level 2 minions, he's got level 4 archers, and he's got 9 of the level 2 dragons. And then the rage spell maxed out at level 5. Level 5 king. So you got to make sure that you max your Town Hall 7s out before you're ever successful in trying to attempt this. This is really where we're at right now with my own account, is that I'm not fully maxed out in the laboratory. We got some work to do, but you'll notice that he's not just dumping the dragons at all. You'll notice that he's got minions sprinkled around the base in zones that does not have the archer tower coverage. You got an archer tower sitting right there, but it's got buildings outside of range, and that's what the minions are used for. And he's got one down here as well, where the minions able to get in on that gold mine, and it's a very slow process to be able to be so meticulous to get in on the Town Hall. The Town Hall is one of the most important things when it comes to gaining a star on these bases and being able to trophy push now in Clash of Clans. There's no longer any trophy or Town Hall sniping. That's been removed. He's using the balloons to sneak in there and get in on the air defenses. The balloons are on top of an archer tower and a cannon, and he was unsuccessful with getting down that air defense. I know he wanted to get that. That was probably one of the most important pieces here. He's got to deal with a high-level queen as well, and so that dragon's going to sit over top of that elixir storage for a moment, and then also he's got the king that is tanking for these defenses in the archer tower and cannon while the dragons move in. So the dragons are going to be dropped. It looks like he's got 2 more in his composition. Rage spell down to get over top of that Town Hall, but he's also got to deal with that queen at the same time. Dragons are going to eliminate that queen, and then the dragons are going to move past the Town Hall, getting the 1st star. So he's at 33%, and you know he's going for the 2nd star. He's got to deal with some air sweepers, and so he's going to drop some additional dragons on the outside over there in the northwestern side of this base to get in on some, additional percent. He's at 38%. We're going to speed this one up. He's got some archers still in his composition, and he's really dependent on the dragons getting down what he needs to get down in order to get the percent. He's at 50% right there by removing some of the additional buildings on the outsides. Beautiful work here by Emmett to get that first one down. Let's go ahead and get out of this replay and try to find another one, guys. I gotta show you this base, guys. So this was a replay that was shared in Savage 7, and look at this base, man. He's like, we got a tree collector here, guys. We got a straight up tree collector in his base up in Champion 2, and then the message down here at the bottom says, help Town Hall 8 plus trophies. Messy Town Hall 7 says, fine, I'm going to just take your trophies. Not a big deal at all. So, I mean, you're going to see some minions, and you got the archers taking some free gold. You got a lot of free loot down here, and then sending in the balloons directly into that air defense. We got a baby air defense. How did he get this high up? I mean, really, this is incredible, right? So, dragons just going through and going to, it looks like Pokemon here. This is like an episode of Pokemon or something with the trees inside this base, and they're not stopping anything. The dragons are just going to come through and completely sweep and destroy this base, giving up some free trophies. I believe there was like a 44 trophy offering on this bad boy, and this attacker or this defender is very nice, very generous guy, giving up 44 trophies to Messi here. I mean, it's making it so easy. Making it so easy. I mean, I'm just so appalled by the by all the trees on this base. I can't even with it. It's just so perfect, and it's so pretty, right? But it doesn't stop anything. It does not stop a thing. So let's go ahead and speed this one up for you guys, and we're just gonna get into some more heavier defensive stuff, because this right here was just too beautiful. Oh man, so we just came across this is a treat, man. This is a treat. This is our Legend League attacker here showing off a replay, and he's got a Town Hall 8. So this is, this is beautiful when you get a Town Hall 8 this high up. So Julia here is in Titan 1 as a Town Hall 8, and so Jeff is going to basically straight up beast mode this base. So we got the same army with the minions and the dragons and the level 8 balloons in the clan castle, and so you're gonna notice that there's a contributing factor here. The high level balloons from the clan castle is going to help out so much, and the use of the dragons, sending them deep into the space, getting in on the town hall, the final rage spell being dropped to carry those balloons through these defenses, getting into the air sweeper. Looks like there's one more air defense standing, and I can relate to this because I've hit multiple town hall 8s over the last couple of days, and if you get rid of the 3 air defenses, you're really on track to 3-starring the base. That's really what it comes down to. Now he's saving those archers for the back end. He's got a group of dragons over there in the far eastern side, and all he has left defensive wise is these 3 hidden Teslas. Those are probably the strongest defenses that he has to deal with. Balloons, they're kind of gingerly moving across the base, kind of slow here, but the archers are going to clean up some buildings on the back end that were missed by the dragons, and the dragons are going to cycle into that zone. Let's speed this bad boy up, because the dragons are a small, slow moving group, and they're going to move through. They're going to get taken out by those hidden Teslas, but he's got a Barb King. He's got a group of minions and a group of archers that are going to move in and take down those final 3 buildings. You got the camp goes down, and then the gold mine, and then that final hidden Tesla. Just a beautiful 3-star on a Town Hall 8 this high up, gaining 24 trophies. That is a huge gather, or a huge haul for trophies. So let's get out of this one, and let's go ahead and move through and take a look at a few additional ones. This is going to be something that I'm going to have to work on as well. Looks like we got a HawkAAK Town Hall 7, another high-level player in Titan 1, and looks like we got another base that's like a progress base, so he's going to jump right in on that Town Hall and take it down with looks like 2 dragons and a rage spell, getting in there, dealing with a couple hidden Teslas. He's going to drop another 2 dragons to take that on. Little trap base going on here, guys. You got to love the trap bases. So dragons are going to take down that hidden Tesla, and they're going to get in on the Town Hall. And so, I mean, Town Hall, there's your first star. That's good. And then he's going to have to deal with the Barbarian King. They're going to get tied up. Where's the air defenses on this bad boy? So looks like all the air defenses are over on the western side of the space. He's going to use minions and archers up there to deal with some free loot. I mean, tons of free loot up on the top of this base. I mean, they're going to go over and take care of that. And then he's going to drop the remaining dragons over there to deal with the Expos. So the Expos are going to get in there, or the dragons are going to get in on the Expos under a rage spell. He's completely avoiding the whole left side of your screen. Not a big deal, right? So, I mean, he's gaining massive percent by what's available up in the north side. Trophy base, or not trophy base. This isn't a trophy base. This is more of a trap base / progress base, just for fun, right? So, I mean, I guess once you get this high up in trophy pushing, why not, right? I mean, what is there to lose, right? So dragons are going to get up there. We're going to get through there. It's going to 66%. Nice percentage gain, 75, 76. And then everything's going to move onto the opposite side of the base. He's going to drop those balloons from his clan castle, but all 4 of the air defenses are over there, and they're going to basically destroy everything. So final dragon's going to fall, and he's going to get 89%. So just beautiful, beautiful work here. Let's get out of here and see what else is available, because these guys are showing off some awesome work. I am Ghost is also in this clan, and he's going to get a triple on another Town Hall 7. So we got a Town Hall 7 that is up in Titan 3. And again, have you noticed the army? The army is exactly the same. 9 dragons, 6 minions, and archers. And then also in the clan castle is the level 8 balloons. So that is your army, guys, that if you're trying to trophy push, you got to get your laboratory maxed out clearly. And then obviously it's really just being very, very cautious by how you would approach the base. And as we look at this one, you got 3 air defenses in the core. He's using minions, he's using archers to pick off buildings around the outsides of the base. And then he's going to drop all the dragons to cycle into this location, going directly into that air sweeper. Rage spell down for the dragons to move. The balloons, they're trying to pick a target. They're having a hard time, but they're going to hit that rage and they're going to launch into the center of this base, taking on the first air defense. Rage spell down. Balloons are going to cycle all the way around through these air defenses. And like I said before, once the air defenses falls, I mean, what else is there left to do, right? Dragons are going to sweep the base. So the balloons are going to get into that final compartment on the opposite side, taking down the air defense or the archer tower and the wizard tower. And I mean, again, beautiful work, beautiful work. So, I mean, these guys are the pros, but here's my thing when it comes to trophy pushing. This requires a lot of time, guys. This requires being online if you're trying not to lose trophies as often. As you get higher, you're going to have to deal with clouds, so you won't need to necessarily need the training potions or to use gems. It's just going to require your time. So what that means is that you're going to have to stay online in the clouds and wait for the next match. And then you have to be, depending on what you pull, you have to be good enough to understand how to use those troops and maneuver them through. There is the army right there. I'll leave that up there for a second for you guys. But I wanted to come over here and see from the best how this was done. And I mean, you got me, guys. You got me, because this requires so much. Town Hall 9 legend. Here we go. Let's hit this one. So we got one from Justin, and Justin is going to hit a Town Hall 9 that is in Legends League. And let's see how he hits this base, because this base is more of your Clan War style base. This is the base that you see in Clan Wars for Town Hall 9s. And I mean, you got archers. You'll notice that there's archers. There's a lot of trash on this base, so it's really hard to see the troops. But you got some archers that are down here picking off some buildings that are outside of range from these archer towers. And then the same thing is going to happen over here with the minions. So you got an expo that's set on the ground. So I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose. It can't really stop air troops because it's set on ground mode. And so the balloons are going to sneak in, and he's going to go after this archer tower, rage spell down, launching them down into the mortar, and then they should cycle over into the air defense. Now the problem is that there is a sweeper sitting there and it's pushing the balloons away, so they're not going to get the air defense. But it was a really good plan. You can't really knock that at all. And so the dragons are going to be dropped over in the far western side of this base, and they're going to take on some buildings. The target here is the town hall. You got to at least get the town hall down. And so he's holding on to 5 dragons. He's got 5 dragons left in the composition. He's got 1 archer remaining. He's got the barbarian king, and he's got 2 rage spells. And so the dragons are going to get in on the queen, so the rage spell is used, and those dragons are going to move down into the town hall. And so you got to deal with some hidden Teslas here as well. Dealing with hidden Teslas, you got a dragon, 2 dragons on the town hall, and it looks like they're going to be able to get down that town hall beautifully, and then they're going to have to deal with 3 of the hidden Teslas. So, air set skeleton traps kind of delaying the dragons. Going to get picked off by the hidden Teslas. And then he's going to use those dragons very sparingly. So up in that northern compartment, you got minions on a cannon and also a dark elixir storage, but then there's also skeleton traps taking out the minions. 1 minion's going to survive. And so from here, he's just using those dragons to pick off buildings on the outside of the base, using his king over there in the far eastern side to take out a few additional buildings. 50%, got the 2-star, and I mean, what more do you need, right? 2 stars is what it is really required when it comes to trophy pushing as a Town Hall 7. Let's speed this one up and see how many cups he pulls out of this one. Still waiting on that minion, just letting the minion work. See the minion up there? Yeah, that guy right there. That guy's putting in some serious work on that dark elixir storage, and I don't even think Justin really needs this loot, not a big deal, but he does want those 32 trophies. So that's just a little bit of an idea for you guys. I'm going to see what other material I can pull from Savage 7 and see what these guys can teach me while I'm over here. But I definitely wanted to share with you the ways of awesomeness. That's really it. And if you're not trophy pushing right now, click one of those links over there and catch up on the series. If you enjoyed the content today, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.